Okay. I'm Elijah Deutsch. This is my co-host,
Alex Fletcher.
Alex Pletcher. That is Alex Pletcher. This is Film Friends episode, whatever episode it is. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
man. We're working it out.
We're working it out so hard. This is the best film podcast on the internet, and that was actually confirmed by Forbes recently. So that is a true genuine
Ooh,
article. You guys
that's
can look
good to
it up.
know. Make sure you have the fact checker say that's true in the comments.
Yep. Comments are on.
Absolutely. Good. People are watching, people are talking. That's good. We have an audience. Peaches is here. She's listening.
Third co-host. Third co-host announced.
Elijah, what movies have you been watching recently?
What movies have I been watching? It has been an eventful summer. I just got out of seeing
Oh,
Fantastic Four, Superman, uh, that dog shit Jurassic Park movie. Not talking about that one at all. And
Eddington.
hmm four big hits.
Big hits.
You want to talk about which you want to talk about Superman, Alex? What do you think of Superman?
Oh no, it sucked. Well, we'll start with a bad one. Superman's really fucking bad. It is very, very shallow. Looks bad. It has pretty solid acting. Nicholas Holt's good
Mm-hmm.
and just awful CGI. Why the dog CGI, man? Why are we getting. Oh, my buddy Jack was just in town and did this great impression of Superman giving the third act speech, talking about how he's a human and he's flawed too. And it's like, yeah, I respect not even the ambition, just like the surface level desire to have a good message about that in your movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so one note and surface level and cringy and has horrible, horrible dialogue like sexy selfies. So Superman wasn't my bag. I'd give it about a star and a half out of five. How about you?
I thought it was good. I disagree with Alex completely. If you have one movie to go see, you're allowed to go see this weekend. I'd say Superman's the number one you should go see. It is
Number one,
nothing
he
but
said.
fun. Uh, Comparing it to Fantastic Four, it's fun to watch. It's got good acting. Nicholas Hoult is hilarious.
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult sells the movie completely. Um, it's so hard not to compare it to Fantastic Four because that was
Well, it's the two big dogs on the block and they're barking at each other 2 weeks apart.
this might be the first time DC has actually had a good movie when Marvel's out. Because usually if it's Marvel versus DC, Marvel has always won.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the way I view it, DC's on a streak of literally like 14 bad movies in theaters. Like, we're
So
talking Black Adam, The
unwatched.
Flash,
Horrible.
Aquaman 2, even like Shazam 2, Wonder Woman 2. Like, these are all bad movies. I don't like The Batman. I don't even really like James Gunn's Suicide Squad. DC League of Super Pets is a movie they put in theaters. Like, I'm thinking, when's the last time that, oh my gosh, fucking Blue Beetle exists?
That shouldn't.
So,
That's never a
like,
real movie.
the type of brand dilution that exists with DC is impressive.
Mhm.
But Marvel has also released nothing but really bad movies a lot recently, other than Deadpool and Wolverine, which exists in its entirely own realm as much as it is a part of the MCU. And the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was pretty good. But that also was very much so, we're just finishing something up that would have been finished up if we didn't fire James Gunn. So you take that away, this entire phase 4 and 5 is full of failure after failure after failure. So you have two diluted brands coming out with two fresh new things, but in two very different ways. One is still the 37th film in the franchise, but it is in an entirely new universe and objectively is completely different than anything they've done before, which I still very much appreciated, both in tone, pacing, and visuals. Superman is just the start of something entirely new. It's just the same brand, same IP, but it's the same thing. So it's interesting to see how the fans, they've made pretty much the exact same amount of money other than 5 million domestically. Superman made 5 million more domestically opening weekend Fantastic Four made way more internationally.
Mhm.
Superman struggled internationally, strangely enough. Um, but I'll be interested to see how the legs of Fantastic Four carry on. Just because I'm doing a study right now for my English 202 class in Penn State about movie theaters and what people are going to see. These, as you have pointed out, are obviously the two biggest movies of the summer people are going to go see. Other than, of course, the completely dog shit and admittedly creatively much less interesting Jurassic World movie.
Yeah.
I
Jurassic
like,
World is doing good though, which is crazy.
yeah, no, Jurassic World's doing great. Like, it's making more than both of them.
Which is that's not moral, I would say. That's like diabolical. On
It's diabolical in a way that, like, the Jurassic World movie I saw at a drive-in on the evening before 4th of July, 9 drinks in, and had a great shitty movie time with it. I understand it's probably like a 1 or 1 and a half star movie, like you gave it a half star,
Mhm.
but I was like, it's a 2 star dinosaur movie, and I definitely did enjoy it more than a lot of the other movies I've seen this year. And I definitely enjoyed it more than Superman, or even like something like the Minecraft movie, or Section 31, the Star Trek thing. There's been a lot. Even Captain America 4 and Thunderbolts were both worse than Jurassic World to me.
Mm.
So, like, I understand that still, it's just a bad, uncreative movie that still has dinosaurs in it, which is less annoying than something that's just bad and also grating on the nerves. You know what I mean?
Completely, yeah. It's Jurassic World really has nothing going on for it at all, which is so crazy. It really is just here are dinosaurs. We are going to go hunt dinosaurs. There's a big, scary new dinosaur. We get away. Literally, it can be written by a 5-year-old. I took a
I,
5-year-old to go see it. He was bored. That's
he
crazy.
was bored. And it's like so poorly written. I can't believe that David Kep, who's a good writer and wrote the first Jurassic Park movie, wrote this because I theater hop because I walk out of trailers. So whenever I walk out of trailers, I walk into other theaters. So I just get a scene or two. For whatever reason, Jurassic World, I guess it's because everyone's seeing it, has been in every theater next to the movie I'm seeing. So I keep walking into Jurassic World. And yesterday, I walked in on the part at the beginning of the movie where they're doing their exposition in a museum with dinosaur bones, and he goes, "This is the blah blah blah. It flies. This is the blah blah blah. It swims, and this is the one that's on land. You would need to go to that island and get samples of all three if we were to do this." That is the plot of the movie. It never gets more complicated than that. It
No.
never gets anything more interesting than that. They tell you like it's like the Jurassic Park shooter game
Yeah,
where it's
that's
like,
so true. Yeah.
this is your mission, go to the island and go to the three dinosaur spots. And they do it. And the action sequences play like a shooting adventure and they're fun. The boat sequence is very fun, like creature filmmaking. Admittedly, I didn't think the other ones were very good. But the boat sequence stood out. The Rancor at the end was weird to me. I would much rather it just be dinosaurs
Yeah,
rather than these mutants.
it's there's no point to because it opens up. It's like, oh, they are making mutant dinosaurs here, and to the rest of the movie, that's not important at all. Like none of that matters at all, except to the very end where they have to have each of these fucking movies has their own special dinosaur to be the cover of it. And since they ran out of interesting dinosaurs, they're just making them now, I guess. But it's
This
like
one was lame.
it's lame. You called it the Rancor. It looks just like the Rancor from Star Wars. You're completely right. And it doesn't do anything cool. It has no interesting powers. And like this is just like so bare minimum. It's like
These dinosaurs are so bitch made. They can't kill anyone. Even the T Rex can't kill a little girl in a raft.
no,
Like, and I don't understand at all the inclusion of the family, and especially how horribly the family is written. Why do
Mhm.
you put this, like, the boyfriend character who comes out topless, like, yeah, I just banged your daughter, piss off, puppy, and is like just an asshole the entire time, and you don't kill him in a Jurassic Park movie? Do they not know the rules that you're just making like an annoying character for no reason at all? You need some relief, you need some payoff. That
Uh-huh.
drove me nuts that they didn't kill him. And then the because they didn't kill him, I was like, oh, so there's really zero redeeming value to this family being a part of it at all, other
No.
than it's like Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali both have issues with family in their past that they're going to exposit about for way too long on the boat while never actually feeling like real characters.
No, because it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't relate to anything they're doing at all remotely. There's no real characters in this. It's lady who hunts dinosaurs, it's guy who drives a boat, it's evil scientist, and it's nerd scientist who has a good heart. That's the
Yeah.
depth of their characters. They don't
And
do
it's
anything more advanced than that.
it's dad, older daughter, younger daughter, boyfriend. Like, yeah, literally, they're cookie cutter characters. Like,
No tension between them. There's no drama. They're not rubbing against each other in an interesting way. It's just boring. I'm completely convinced. It's a good writer that wrote this. I think it was written by an AI. I think he oversaw the AI writing of this.
I can dig that. Like, I hate to like buy into conspiracies like that. Oh, buddy, do I have a movie to tell you about on the topic of AI movies?
Oh my
Forgive
God.
me for that horrible sound. I'm just getting a water from the fridge.
Water cannon.
Um, okay, I can see where you come from because the Jurassic Park movie does not do itself any favors of not like looking like it's written by AI. But I got punked at the Mystery Movie Monday by this movie called Sketch from Angel Studios, and
Oh, it's by Angel Studios. Okay.
you don't know what I saw. You have no idea what this piece of shit was. It is the the most I've ever felt like I got time stolen from me in a movie theater because it's a 90-minute family like creature feature drama about Buster Bluth from fucking Arrested Development, the guy with the hook for a hand.
The genius.
He has two kids and their moms died. So the daughter draws a bunch of very violent drawings and the school's concerned. And then they find that the water next to the house brings things to life. And they accidentally throw her notebook in there when the son's trying to throw the mom's urn in there.
Oh God.
And because these movies can have no sort of like subtlety or chill because the kids are saying insane things like, what do you call the daughter? Oh, they're all on their cell phones the whole time. The son's introduced walking on his cell phone like this.
Oh my
You can
God.
like take a shot every time they say, where's my phone? Um, and so all the creatures come to life out of her notebook. They look like complete shit, and you would think that they're all AI. They all look very much so like AI CG. And so then the movie ends. I don't need to talk a single another second about how stupid that movie is. And it has a horribly botched message about being a family that has lost a patriarch figure or matriarch. Uh, Completely botches any of that. Then, as soon as it rolls to credits, it says, stay tuned for 70 seconds to see something sketchy. And then
God.
about 40 seconds into the countdown, it turns into a QR code and says, scan our QR code. Scan our QR code. I start to get a little skeptical, but I'm not going to scan the fucking QR code. What am I, an idiot? But I
What?
just sit there and I watch. And then it cuts to the stars of the movie asking us to download an app and send in our drawings, and they'll make AI creations of them. And you'll get to see them as little AI creations dance around on your phone. And I got up and I stormed out of the theater. I was so angry and insulted that I actually like got punked on Mystery Movie Monday and watched that.
It's a waste of time and the $5 entry ticket. It's very hard to waste $5, but that does feel like you're just putting it in a shredder.
You want to know what hurt?
What hurt most?
I had to pay for the ticket online, and it was $14 for MC and I, so it was $7 a ticket, but only 14 out of my pocket. So I paid 14 for that experience.
For Angel Studios, that's rather demonic behavior, I'm not gonna lie.
And it opened by saying the film was approved by over their guild of over 1 million members.
Of Christians or
I have
artists?
no idea. They say beehole a lot in the movie. They say
Huh.
damn, hell, dumbass. It was very and it like very much I wanted to have the tone of a horror movie, but it all starred kids, so it was like really boring because you knew nothing would ever happen. Oh, and they say Minecraft, and they explain the difference between the gold sword, the all the different fucking swords, and
That's
then
for
at the
kids.
end they draw a Minecraft sword and throw it into the ocean, and they go, "It's a Minecraft sword," and the other kid goes, "Actually, it's green." so it's not that emerald sword, but it just looks like a fucking horrible CGI sword.
They couldn't even do a fake prop sword. That's awesome.
No. They
Completely.
only ever are on their phones and talking about Marvel movies. Like they're like, does Thor have a mom? Does Hulk have a mom?
I hate all the media we have in our society. This just sucks. Why don't they
That
talk
was
about anything
worse
cool?
than Superman.
Why don't the kids talk about Chud? Like that's something you don't see in movies anymore.
Yeah,
You
people like
can't
Jordan
afford.
Hill talk about Chud, so that's why they're cool and kids suck, I guess.
Why didn't the kids talk about how cool Jordan Peele movies are? Like that'd be way more interesting.
I mean, you want to talk about how bad children's media is? Go see the Smurfs movie and see if you don't Smurf yourself to death.
I'm gonna over Smurf.
Yeah, man. No, I saw the Smurfs movie and I actually abstained from talking about it because I know no other human being wants to hear about the Smurfs movie.
We'll get off it
So
immediately. Don't worry. We'll get off it immediately.
we
Was it
can
better
switch
than
into
the
the
live
other
action?
blue movie.
Was it better than the live action one that came out when we were kids?
No,
That's a very low bar. I want to put that out there. And it went under it. That's
it went
insane.
under.
The exact same plot as those two movies have the exact same plot of Smurfs coming into the real world, by the way, which is
Can I talk about it for a second?
on this, yeah, okay.
They come into the real world. I do not believe they ever talk to a real human. They talk to animated humans. They do not talk to real humans. There are
Oh,
shots of real humans and there are shots of the real world. They don't talk to humans, I don't think, though. So there's no reason for that to be the plot. It just is.
I'm gonna throw it back to I think it's AI again. Some of this shit's like so diabolically.
That one very much so is.
I think they're legit because the writer's strike did happen not recently, but I guess like a year ago. There's a lack of scripts. They don't want to be paying people right now. I think it's all AI. Um,
The Smurfs, you could definitely believe that without a shadow of a doubt.
Yo, it's the bounce back. Yo, yo, I took the pin out the grenade and then I threw it. You know, I'd be an action star. So sometimes I'm gonna act bizarre. Fuck! Genius.
That bar is so bad. I thought you were referencing Chris Red from Pop Star.
Oh my gosh. I love pop stars so much.
Yeah, I've watched that shit twice this year already. It's so good.
Don't watch any of the movies in theaters right now. If you're watching this, just watch Popstar again. It's so funny.
Pop Star is significantly better than the best movie we could talk about on this podcast.
Is Like Bin Laden, was that in that movie or was that different?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's no reason to watch any of this shit we're gonna talk about. It's all garbage compared.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. We chop it up hard, man. We have not even hit Eddington or Fantastic Four.
No, we gotta go into details here. Okay, let's let's get into it. Let's save Eddington for last, because that's probably the big ticket item here. Let's be so fucking for real.
Yeah, and people who will appreciate Eddington, they'll have the appetite to stick around or skip to it because it is the best movie we're going to talk about of the ones we're going to talk about. But yeah, let's talk about what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about. I just want to preface. You are a fan of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. So when
Oh, yeah.
that's a big like warning sign right there. So when you talk about Superman, you are comparing it to Man of Steel, and you also love Man of Steel.
I preface actually,
You can preface. You
I
can
think
preface.
Man of Steel has a lot of really great scenes, some okay scenes. I think it's a very good movie,
Hmm.
but you're mistaking that for my love of Batman versus Superman, which
Well,
is
I'm glad
the
you said that.
one that is the one that I'll defend as the best comic book movie outside of like The Dark Knight Rises and Logan and stuff like that. But yeah, Batman vs Superman is better than like any MCU movie. I'd never say that about Man of Steel. Man of Steel is just good, has some solid scenes. It's much better than Superman 2025. Like, yeah, if you're comparing that.
I just needed you to say that how much you love Batman versus Superman, so I could erode a bit of the audience's trust in you. They know to take your opinions on Superman with a little bit of grain of
I
salt.
put the pen out of the grenade and I threw it
That
to
is
my
your humble take.
reputation.
I think
Yeah, I mean that's something to not talk about sometimes when you're trying to preserve your reputation.
exactly. But I wanted to prove that I was right here, so I destroyed your reputation live on camera. I'll
Yeah,
probably put
I
this
have
in the
absurd
video,
opinions about superhero movies, especially, you know.
which you're so valid for having that. Like at the end of the day, like This is all just cape shit. Like none of this stuff fucking matters. Like it's
Yeah, like
Superman's not gonna be the best movie of all time. Like go watch like Memories of a Murder or some shit. Go watch The Dictator. Who knows?
yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know if I can shout out The Dictator at all, but Memories of Murder is great. Maybe we can sub out Dictator for grown-ups, but yeah. Oh man, add Happy Gilmore 2 to the plate. Have you seen that, bro?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I saw the Eminem clip though.
Oh, the Eminem clip is awesome.
Is it actually worth watching? 'Cause I had no faith in Adam Sandler.
Okay, so the answer is it is worth as much as who you watch it with. Me, Jack, and Hayden were all very twisted watching it and had a great time. It is something that I gave 3.5 stars on the box, but like I know if I ever watch it again, like when I see people giving it 1.5 stars, I'm like completely valid. So that should be the answer because every actor is a cameo, every
Mm.
scene is a cameo, even little characters you don't think would be a cameo are a cameo. Every scene, every time they reference a scene from the first one, they replay the original clip.
Oh, that's dog
Is a
shit.
little strange, was not really for me, but Jack hadn't seen it, so it actually made it
Ooh.
okay. That like made it okay for me, but it pissed me off because I was like, oh, this is really stupid that they think that actual babies and like morons are watching this.
Complete infants.
But
They might just wanted to pad out the time, honestly.
on it's very short. It was easy breezy. It
Hmm.
really went hard on Live Golf. If you know about the PGA versus LIV Live Golf, um, it's like the new we're trying to make golf hip and cool thing. And they have Bud, yeah, Benny Safdie plays the leader of them, and he's the villain of Happy Gilmore too. Benny Safdie's
That's
the Shooter McGavin of this one.
that's insane. Is he wearing a lot of makeup and
Yeah.
stuff? A lot of like
Yeah, he looks like a freak. Yeah.
good. Okay, that's what I'd want. Because he looks like a doll normally, but I'm glad he's like actually in a costume now.
Yeah, no, he's got weird hair. Happy Gilmore throws him in a lobster tank in his first scene. Like, it's great.
I think Adam Sandler might just be at that career point where it's like if you want to watch his movies when they come out, you need to watch it with someone who understands it's going to be dog. Because we gave Hubie Halloween 5 stars, both of us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we enjoy the Sandman. And that's the thing in this modern world of desolate comedy, where like we're getting a new Naked Gun, which I've heard literally nothing but good things about. Everyone says it's phenomenal and the
Mhm.
funniest movie of the decade. And I'm like, wow. And like people I know and have met in Austin and stuff. So I'm like, wow, this is good. I hope it's that good. But I think it's like we don't really get comedies anymore.
No.
And I grew up on Sandler comedies, just straight up, talking about I like BVS. I like I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. So
That
like of course I'm gonna like Happy Gilmore too, you know?
mhm. And I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry as such. That's so bold of you to come out and say, honestly. That's very
I'll
brave of
come out with that anytime. And you know what?
you.
I
Mhm.
don't like the ridiculous six. I've got some
Horrible
standards.
movie. Yeah. A lot of the stuff he's done for Netflix, like Sandy Wexler, I would argue should not be remembered. It should be buried and then forgotten. Now, you see the
Oh
psychological pain I
man.
brought on to you by bringing up Sandy Wexler? That's very real.
Yeah.
There's probably like 5 other
Wow.
movies he's done for Netflix that I can have that exact same effect for your brain right now. Isn't that
The,
diabolical?
the do-over with David Spade.
Don't that hurt me because you reminded me that fucking movie existed for not doing this game. It hurts.
Yeah,
I that was a
I
pain.
have to say Gilmore 2 is a significant improvement to any comedy really. I liked it just as much as Hubie Halloween. It's on like the exact same level as Hubie Halloween.
That's such a bad like fucking seal of approval. That's awful.
But like literally he kills his wife in the first 3 minutes with a golf ball. Like it's like so stupid.
Oh my gosh. I gotta bring that up. We're gonna watch Robots this weekend with Will Ferrell. Not Will Ferrell's not in that. Robin Williams is in it. Don't
Oh, okay.
I know the animated movie Robots. We'll swap it out for Happy Gilmore too. Don't worry. You
Oh,
just
okay, cool.
let's never talk about Adam Sandler ever again. Let's wrap up on Superman so we can stop talking about Superman. It is not a deep movie. It is from the start, he is fighting Israel. Well, I guess the Hammer of Israel is the character's name. So that it's just cape shit. Lex Luthor hates him. No fucking reason. There's no character buildup. He's bald. He's not bald. little bit of sexual tension there, and then it ends. It's fun. It's got a good soundtrack. There's a fucking dog in it. Like it's a superhero film. Fantastic Four, complete pivot. No dog. Now, I'll say this. People are excited for it because it has a good art direction. It's retro futuristic, and that's very interesting. Marvel has not been very interesting like that in a while. Just because it has a good art direction doesn't mean it's fun to watch.
I appreciated the film more than I liked it.
Exactly. It's shot like shit. Like good art direction is in completely bland, uninteresting cinematography. I saw a clip of the F4 from like the 2000s with Chris Evans in it. So much more screen presence, so much more memorable than anything that happens in the new one. What can I what did you think of it, Alex? Give me a little bit of your spit.
I thought it was all right and like very solid. I wasn't upset by it at all. And that was shocking for especially
Hmm.
an MCU movie. So I thought that was really surprising. Um, and it really was a slower pace than anything they've ever tried to make before,
Hmm.
which kind of felt like a cartoon. And when people say like Superman feels like a cartoon, I disagree. They say that because it doesn't have like depth or like complexity.
It's
This
very
one's
tough.
like a cartoon or a comic in the way that every like 20 minutes it does like move on to like a next thing, but really stays contained in what it's doing in a way that you don't even know exactly where it's going. Because
Hmm.
it's like this is the space part, this is the cosmic part. We're in space,
Hmm.
birthing sequence. Opening is like the beginning exposition part, catch you up, which it's like painstaking almost. Like you've got to do your opening catch to the people who don't know up. But I think this is the happiest medium of do it in a fun, flashy way, a genuine way
Hmm.
that actually gives you context to who they are, gives you a feel for the characters and the universe they're in, showing the villains and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, I thought that was all handled significantly better than Superman in doing the we're jumping 3 or 4 years into the character and establishing something. I
Hmm.
thought it did that better. You saying the visuals look bad? It's so unfortunate that I agree because the city should have looked good. It's just not lit right and not
It's
color
just
graded
uh,
right and not CGI'd right. Once again, how many times do we have to say a Marvel movie's let down by a CGI? But this one was really let down by a CGI, the baby, namely.
the CGI space baby did get me for a second. It's like, can you guys just not make a prop? Because that shit looks so much. And I know it's like we've been on this for a while, but like the over reliance is just insane at this point. You know?
It's taking the creativity out of the art because there's a certain level to, well, Crypto wasn't in a Superman movie because in the 90s because, you know,
It's hard
I
to get
guess I'm sorry, I
down.
didn't complete that thought. I didn't complete that thought. I would have
Go
said
back.
Superman sucks because, or Crypto sucks in Superman because if it was the 90s, that would have been a real dog.
Hmm.
But they didn't do that in the 90s because they couldn't do that. You can't do that with a real dog.
No.
But also, like now, that's the challenge to be risen to. That's like something to try to figure out. Don't
Hmm.
necessarily do all shots of the dog. It's a super dog. There can be
Exactly.
CGI shots, but there also can be real shots. And there's no real shots of a dog. That's where the
Mhm.
issue is. There are no shots that really feel like that's a baby at any point.
No.
Like, so I'm so glad the end credit scene jumps ahead. So it's like, hey, this kid's not a baby anymore. So we don't have to look at this awful CGI baby.
Uh,
But it's just the over reliance, like you said. It's like,
yeah.
no, just rise to the challenge and figure out a way to get a real freaking baby to be a child actor.
Intersplicing, I think, practical effects with CGI is like something a baseline director can do. But these movies are just so made by suits. It's insane. Like it feels like I should preface now before we get into it even heavier. Me and you gave this movie the exact same. It's 3 stars. It's completely fine. It's not a waste of your time. But it feels like a bunch of suits heard the complaint, oh, our movies are not creative enough. They're not uh fun enough to look at. So they tried to fix it. And this is how a bunch of like corporate people would fix that movie.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? Good try. It could have been worse.
It
Like
could have
it
been
could have
worse.
been way worse. And
Oh yeah.
after Thunderbolts and Captain America, I genuinely had this like pit in my stomach because I was like, "Oh, Monkey's Paw. All I ever wanted was for the Fantastic Four to be in the MCU because they're my favorite Marvel characters." And
Mhm.
I'm like, these movies just are so cooked. There's no way it's going to be watchable. And that's going to be even more, that's going to piss me off even more than Superman because it's like something I'm actually
Mhm.
deeply hopeful and passionate for being good. You know, I've gotten good enough Superman movies recently. I
Mhm.
don't need it to be good. But this, I was like, oh man, we had Fan Four Stick 10 years ago. This would be really nice if this didn't suck. And I have no doubt it's going to suck.
It,
And it didn't suck.
it
So,
didn't
like,
suck.
that's why it was like, hey, it's okay.
Mhm. It's hard because like Superman, the bar's on the floor because it's like, oh, who gives a fuck about Superman? It's Superman. He's no one's favorite character. No one cares about his rogues gallery. He's not a cool thing. I never even watched his cartoons when I was a kid, right? But the Fantastic Four are inherently interesting. They have innate good back and forths. They have good characters and stuff. So there was a little bit of anticipation there. But the bar's on the floor of the movie because most the last two Marvel movies, dog shit, unwatchable. Thunderbolts. Some people like Thunderbolts. Me and you came to the agreement that it sucks. It's unwatchable.
It's not even pretend good. It's not even as good as people like. Well, not to be a hater. Like I do understand a lot of people like it, but yeah, like Thunderbolts is bad. Captain America 4 is significantly worse, but
Mhm.
Thunderbolts isn't even like, oh, it's not for me. It's like, no, it's very bad, which is admittedly the same way I feel about Superman.
Mhm. Right. That's the Fantastic Four. I don't think I had any other more points on this topic.
You don't want to talk about the
I do want
Fantastic
to throw.
Four more? You didn't even talk about Galactus.
Right. He did look cool. I'm not gonna lie. He looked cool.
They
Uh,
did Galactus good. He wasn't big enough though. How's he even walking through the city? He should be bigger than the planet,
is he actually?
in
I thought
my opinion.
I
He
thought
should
he
be
walks on
taking
planet.
bites. He should be taking chomps out the planet, in my opinion.
He
But
almost
that's just
did.
my opinion.
Yeah, he grabbed some earth and he just smelled it.
Yeah, man, that's a good bit. I really like that bit.
What I think this is very important to talk on the subject. The Thing is Jewish, and I'm glad they brought
And
that
the
in the
thing
movie.
was the best part of the movie, was he
Completely.
not?
He is the best part of the movie. I want to point out that they should have done way more of his love interest because that's always interesting. His love interest
Thank
is
you.
fun.
Thank you. That's the biggest issue. Natasha Lyonne was not in it nearly enough, and they were the most interesting thing when it cut to. He was the only one that felt like it wasn't entirely balanced right. Everyone else got pretty equal screen time. I just wanted a little more of him. Johnny Storm was all right. He wasn't entirely for me. Pedro Pascal, I thought, did pretty good. I thought he was good. And Vanessa Kirby was pretty good at Sue Storm.
They're all fine is the thing. Like no one gives a bad performance. It's important to preface Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor wipes him out of the water. Way more entertaining performance. Want to throw that out there. Genius stuff. No, it's they should have expanded and gave the Thing more time because I don't care about the people on that planet at all. I don't care why the Fantastic Four are like saving them at all. There's no human connection. What
Yeah.
the guy that played the Mole Man, was that the guy from The Bear too?
No, that's Paul Walter Hauser. That's
Okay.
Richard Jewell.
Okay, I thought it was the big guy from The Bear with the tattoos.
No,
He
that's fact.
that's that's I that was weird to me. He seemed unneeded. You could have cut him out completely. It also seemed weird to me that the Mole Man was just wearing a suit. He was just a guy. He
The
should have
Mole
been
Man,
flawless.
it felt like a bunch of scenes were cut out with him. And
Yeah,
this is a Marvel movie. It doesn't feel like it was reshot. It just feels like they cut scenes out of it.
yeah.
And well, obviously John Malkovich was supposed to play a role in it. It doesn't feel like it's missing John Malkovich, but I guess he could have been in there somewhere.
He could have been like what the red ape or whatever they were fighting. Something.
Yeah,
No.
something.
How do you cut John Malkovich out of the movie entirely? Like that's just crazy to me. And I also do
Yeah.
wonder where do these scenes go? Because they're not go there's not gonna be like a director's cut version where we get this stuff. They probably cut it out and then rebalance their whole like universal plan. So like John Malkovich is introduced like later or some shit.
I was thinking to myself that they should do a director's cut for this one because it just felt like it was cut down.
Mhm.
And I read a thing that it's like, no, they're not allowed to do director's cuts because of like the continuity.
So stupid. It's so stupid. No one cares about your continuity anymore. They don't care about their continuity anymore. I was thinking about that. The end credit scene, spoilers, is Doctor Doom holding a baby or some shit. Robert Downey Jr.'s face is not in it because they don't want to pay him $90 million for one scene, by the way. How am I supposed to care about this remotely when the last
How
two
the
movies,
fuck are you supposed to care about it
it just,
remotely? We already knew Doctor Doom was coming. It's
uh-huh.
called Avengers Doomsday. We know who's playing him. So why is it not him? The one thing that would actually move your needle. These end credit scenes have been so fucking bad lately. The
Uh-huh.
end credit scene of Captain America 4, if you remember, is Tim Blake Nelson the Thinker saying, "They're coming. They're coming, Captain America Sam Wilson. They're coming. Who's coming?" That's it. Next, Thunderbolts and credit scene. Oh, look, we all have new outfits and new haircuts, and we're so cool. And we're the Avengers with brand endorsements. And then the Fantastic Four fly in. We know they're coming. They're coming in fucking July. They have a trailer. We know what the characters look like, and still they don't want to pay them. It all comes down to they don't want to pay them. They don't want to put the actual face in the movie, so we just see the ship fly in. And then now you don't have Robert Downey Jr., and it's truly the worst example of, well, then I don't give a fucking shit about
Yeah.
what I'm looking at.
There's no hype. There's no hype remotely. It's just so incredibly ass, dude. Did you hear what they're gonna do? They're gonna have Robert Downey Jr. play Doctor Doom for two movies, and then if he does well based on audience reactions, they might recast him. And why can't you take one creative risk? Why can't you just have a guy in the room say no? You know who'd be good to play
They
Doctor
did.
Doom?
It was called
Mads
Eternals.
Mikkelsen. Huh?
They did do a creative risk. The Eternals.
And now we're not allowed to have those ever again. Like
Nope.
sometimes it fails. No one liked Iron Man 2 when it came out. Who
True.
cares? Who
True.
cares, man?
True.
Do it
That's
again.
what I think is almost the worst about it. There's just no follow through. There's just so much panic when it goes wrong.
This is why I mean like it's impossible to care about these end credit scenes too. Is like we had five movies set up. Kang the Conqueror. That's where that's where all that shit was leading to. There's no payoff for that. I don't care anymore. I can't care about five movies of nothing. Dude, think about this real quick. Put it in your head. Quantum Mania sets up for like the fucking Avengers, like Kang Conqueror movie or Kang Dynasty or whatever. That doesn't exist anymore. Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania is now made a little bit worse somehow because it leads into nowhere.
Wrong. Ant-Man Quantumania is made better. That movie was even worse. Well, it's still a half star
Okay,
movie.
okay.
And I'm looking directly in the camera and I say half star movie, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But it is made better because I think about my children in 20 years
Oh my
being
God.
like young people on Wikipedia, like I used to be, looking up Marvel characters from this obscure Fantastic Four comic I read. Who's King the Conqueror? And instead of not being one of the characters that says no film appearances, it says film appearances. Loki, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And they can be like, oh, who gives a fucking shit about Kang? And move on. But it's like if you actually watch it, it's like nobody like I guess what I'm trying to say is my kids won't know they were supposed to do a fucking Avengers movie where he's the bad guy. But instead he got his ass beat by Ant.
And I guess he's just dead now, I guess. It's
He's just dead now in a like hellscape of a bunch of Kangs laughing at him is my head canon.
thank God. Oh my gosh, I hate.
Where's Harry Styles from Eternals?
That's what I want to know, dude.
Where's Zeus from Thor Love and Thunder?
Oh, that's actually Hercules. Thank you very much. I hope
Oh
all
my
these
bad.
characters show up on screen for 30 seconds in Doomsday and get killed immediately. Like that's the only payoff that'd be remotely satisfying.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, talk about corporate product. Harry Styles after the Eternals, man. Hopefully the Eternals are all dead. I have no idea. I don't remember the end of that movie.
Well, that's the best part. That movie ends with them being put into like mortal peril and like put into suspension by a giant celestial and carried away like you will face your judgment. And it's like, well, no, now I can just say they died and move on
He got
because
killed.
no one's gonna tell me otherwise.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, it's so
Oh,
annoying.
and that movie's end credit scene teases Blade and Black Knight.
What?
Blade and Black Knight. Kit Harington was supposed to play Black Knight coming off of Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, and Blade's in it. But it's just Kit Harington and the voice of Blade. You don't get to see him. I think it's because they didn't want to pay him.
Are they this screwed for money? It's like your movies cost too much already. I'm sure you can find like other routes to get your cash.
Yeah, we got to move on to Eddington, but I'll leave it
Please.
at this. They spend $200 million on the movie, like Fantastic Four, and then I saw today its marketing budget was $170 million. And if you go on the Fantastic Four Disney page, the official page of its website, because I had to cite it for a paper I'm writing,
Hmm.
it has official sponsors is one of the things listed. Kellogg, Little Caesars, like Toyota, stuff like that. It's like so weird.
They had a bunch of ads in Fantastic Four. Did you pick up on that? They just threw like a retro.
Yeah, no, it's like it was the best product placement you could do. It was creative product placement.
Yeah. Let's never talk about Marvel ever again. We're both 22, so we're past that. We'll never watch another one again. Time for the real men to talk about Eddington. Okay?
Thank you.
Let's talk about Eddington. This movie sits with you after you've seen it. That's a fact.
It rattles the fucking cage.
Oh my
And yeah, it sat with me for the week after I first saw it, and then I saw it about a week ago for a second time, and then I just saw it today. So I've been having like week-long spaces in between, and it sits with me, and I talk about it with the people in my life the whole time. It's a very, very, very good movie.
Yeah, I'm not a very fearful person at all, but I was sitting on the couch the other day and I was like about to fall asleep and I had a legit fear about becoming a vegetable, like had like getting paralysis. Like,
It gives you horrible death and like misery anxiety. It like gives me the worst like, oh bad, how fucking bad can the crash out go? Like
oh my gosh, yeah.
because it's one of the worst of all time.
It's that's kind of the mark of like a true like artist is like you're able to like really like makes people feel things, you know? No one can make me
I
feel
felt
fear
nothing
like
but
that.
like gnawing dread in the pit of my stomach the entire movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This this is picture coming right off Beau Was Afraid. If you guys haven't seen Beau Was Afraid, I thought that had one of the most like depressing endings of all time. This one, I guess spoiler alert, is like 10 times worse somehow, which really caught me off guard. It is possibly one of the worst things in
Explodes
the
it
movie.
out of the water. Literally
Um,
explodes Bo out of the water. It's so much worse. And I also felt the same about Bo's Afraid.
mhm. Because nothing prepares you for how these movies end at all. Because they come out of left field. Like the movie, the last 20 minutes of it is a completely different plot. Like because Antifa comes in, which is so weird. It's so funny, and then so much shit happens in this movie. It's really we talk about it's depressing. It's also fucking hilarious, which is such a weird thing.
Genuinely one of the funniest, if not the funniest movie of the year.
It's so weird. Like I've been thinking about him saying like, "I saved you, sheriff. I saved you," and he's like on the floor having a seizure because he's been stabbed in the head. It's so funny. And then it just hard cuts
That's
to him.
why I go back and see it again because so Bo is Afraid was like disturbing to me, but like I loved it, but I gave it 4 stars the first time, and I waited a year and about a half, and I watched it in 2024. And I gave it 4.5 that time. And then I just rewatched it about a month ago in anticipation for this. I gave it 5. It's a masterpiece. It might be his best movie and one of the best comedies of the 2020s. It is so funny. And then this comes out, and I'm like, this dude gets something out of this fellow, Joaquin Phoenix, that no one else can. That
Yeah.
makes me realize I just went back and rewatched The Master as well. That Joaquin is like right there with DiCaprio is maybe the best actor of his generation. As
Hmm.
much as he gets recognized for the wrong movie with Joker, His
Yeah.
actual acting chops on display in movies like this are absurd. He gives far and away the best performance of the year in this movie. It is so vulnerable. I can't believe he took the role on, even though he's not someone to show fear before. Like, this is a role you're playing a conservative sheriff in the COVID movie that has zero fucking chill, and then you get a horrific ending and
Uh-huh.
then humiliated on top of that. But I mean, before that, you get the slap. You get him
Uh-huh.
getting thrown on the ground by a homeless person. He put himself on the fucking line for this movie,
Mhm.
and I commend him for it.
His dick's out. I think that was his dick.
Yeah,
That's
that was his dick. He hung dong.
he really hung dong. He got dragged naked to a toilet, which was hilarious. It's
Yeah, I mean, and like horrible, like so sad. Like the actual we just experienced 2.5 hours with this man, and this is where it ends,
I
right
know.
here,
He
slapping him
gets
on the toilet and getting hit back. Like that's crazy.
he gets everything he wants, but like in the worst possible way, which is so interesting to me. It's it's
Exactly.
crazy. I think an idea this character could have just been like really like negative because it's a sheriff that refuses to like do the mask mandate, which is already like kind of annoying. But like it paints him so like humanistically. It's crazy. Like he's not a
The
bad person.
characters are so complex because Pascal is not featured as much as you want. He's more of just a player in the universe of this movie. This is this is Joaquin Phoenix's movie. Emma Stone and Pedro Pascal are just other characters in it with him, as much as they're amazing actors. And it all serves to just be like this guy has a lot of issues, but he's also seeing a lot of things that are going wrong. Pedro
Mhm.
Pascal behind the scenes is doing the shit that he thinks he's doing. He's dealing with solid gold magic carp,
That's
you
insane.
know.
I don't. That took me out
So,
of the movie. That's like my one complaint. Is that they call the tech
oh,
company
talk about it.
they call the tech company Solid Gold Magikarp. That is
It's
a
funny.
Pokemon. Why is that? Why are they still allowed to call it a Pokemon? How is that does not violate?
Oh, because that's awesome.
That seems like a placeholder name to me. I'm not even gonna lie, but it seems delightfully fake too, which is something Ari Aster would do.
Uh-huh.
Like it's probably like a shell company or some shit. Or like you don't know what they're doing in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that's just what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like his mom or Emma Stone's mom is awesome, like a great performance of just an insane woman who then he is stuck with, and like he's getting his hair cut while she's telling him conspiracy theories about, still beams don't go down like that.
Such a nightmare. There's it. It's like a scared child's interpretation of America is what this movie feels like. And
He
like,
understands this generation so well. He has his finger on the pulse so well.
mhm,
You think about Robert Eggers, he makes all his movies pre-cell phone, like all these old-timey movies, and they're amazing. But Ari Aster, because I don't like cell phones in movies. That's one of my gripes with Superman.
mhm.
And you would think I would dislike this movie because of that. But he just knows one, how to shoot an iPhone in an interesting and creative way, get reaction shots on reflection, stuff like that. But also like has just such an insane understanding of our generation,
Mhm.
and I really appreciate that. And it bounces from Hereditary to Midsummer to Beau is Afraid. They're all very like my most recent watch of Beau is Afraid. I'm like, this is such a 2020 three movie. Like the movie takes place then even. I mean, like it's so modern, it's crazy.
It's so yeah, it really is modern. I mean, just the way like the characters like interact with the internet and stuff.
Like to me, like the definitive modernism. Like it's like doing modernism in a way that works, which sometimes is really cringy and off-putting in movies, but in this one it is just so well done.
It's how people do use the internet, and it is like actual like characters in it that you would kind of see in real life almost. Like I
Yeah, all
extreme
bad,
versions of
but still true.
it. Oh man. I would say if you want to see something this weekend that will stick with you and you will remember like a month from now, I would go see Eddington because you're not gonna remember any other movies really said really. But
Agreed.
it you do gotta go in being aware it's gonna be it'll be pretty dark and then there'll be moments that really do hit you different.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what is the guy's name? I keep forgetting. Is it Kyle Rittenhouse? That's the funniest fucking thing in this movie. He,
The ending, yeah.
he saves the sheriff, and then it just hard cuts to him being like an influencer talking about
And
like
like his
email
girlfriend's
Obama.
vaping on his shoulder.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Yeah, no. That's what I was like. I wish I could be there with you whenever you saw it because I knew you would find that to be the funniest thing in the whole movie.
dude, I was the only person laughing in our theater. They were just completely caught off guard by that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man. It's crazy whenever you see it. I saw it in an empty theater both the second and third time, but the first time there was people there, and I was the only one laughing at a lot of parts. But that happened whenever we saw Beau Afraid in Jacksonville too, you know. Those movies just freak people out, but he has a wicked sense of humor and I really get it. It's funny.
I really watching this realized Bill Hader's really inspired by Ari Aster because that shootout scene reminded me a lot of like Barry, the way it was shot. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that at all, or you kind of think like that. But
I'm confused. You said Bill Hader was inspired by him, but Barry came first.
well, I mean, well, I mean, like season one and season four of Barry come out. I guess that one came out before Beau was Afraid.
Yes.
It felt very similar to me, like season four of Barry, and then like,
I think you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I thought you were just talking about this movie because I was like, well, this movie just came out now. Barry came out years ago.
hmm.
But yeah, Bill Hader and him are buds. Bill Hader's and Beau's Afraid. They did that Academy interview with each other. That was great. Did you watch that?
I did watch it after you recommended it. It was really interesting. They're
Yeah,
such
I mean,
they're such
they're
little geeks.
and Bill Hader, he sung the praises of this movie crazy. He said it's his best movie yet.
He's not wrong. People don't like this movie, which is so crazy to me. I think you just have to like go in understanding like what an Ari Aster film is.
I was gonna say it's just freaking people out because that's the point of Ari Aster movies to freak people out. I just
Yeah.
wish more people were seeing it.
Uh, all
Yeah.
right. We got 4 minutes left on camera. Do you want
Let's
to?
wrap it up. I gotta go pick MC up out of the garage.
All right. Um. So one movie you see this week, I think we both agreed would be Eddington. If you were to see a
Yeah, oh,
second
man, I would
movie,
go see Eddington if maybe Naked Gun will beat it. We'll see that on Thursday. I'm seeing that tomorrow. So by the time this comes out, it'll be out. So maybe it'll beat it. But
we're double.
no, go see Eddington or I Know What You Did Last Summer, not any of the other movies we talked about.
Don't see the other one he suggested. That's a horrible thing. Go watch Robots on Netflix instead.
Okay, we'll go watch Robots or Eddington. Eddington's really worth it. Travel a hero's journey and go see it. That's my last take.
All right. To the audience, we both love you on a personal level. Give
Yeah,
it to
man, comment what you think is the movie of the year.
comment that now, right now, and then type if you agree with if you're an Eli stan, Superman, or a Fantastic Boar, Alex fan in the comments. Team E versus Team A.
Hmm.
End it
Team
there.
E versus A. I'm sure Team E probably will win that, I bet. But
Ooh, Eli's are
that's just my take. I'm
controversial.
seeing way more people have a lot of love for Superman, but I do see a lot of people really like Fantastic Four.
People are no one's hating it really. I mean, some people think it's mid, but that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone have a great day and keep it chill out there. Thanks for doing this, big doggy.
Anytime. Bye bye.